What's up, jabroni? Steven here, and welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we're hopping into Supernatural episode number 16 of season number 2, titled Roadkill. Don't know what it's going to be about. I mean, something on the road. Obviously, we're going to hit something. Maybe it's going to come to life. Some type of shenanigans of that nature, maybe. As always, if you like what I do here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction. You can get episodes extra early over there if you want them. For context's sake, we're on episode 16. Episode 1 of season 2 isn't even on YouTube yet. This show is greenlit, or not greenlit, this show is fast-tracked, and when the show is fast-tracked, what ends up happening is that the show gets 3 episodes a week over on Patreon, so yeah, we're really ahead over here. If you want to go check over there, check it out, see what you think. If you don't worry, the episodes will come here eventually. Nonetheless, last episode I enjoyed. It was way different, way fun, more kooky than I'm used to from Supernatural, so that's really fun. And yeah, we're gonna hop in here, have a good time with the episode. Pretty much like, comment, subscribe. Here we go.
Hey, you love me.
No, I don't.
Dude, it's like snowy and there's like a little, it said that you can come off, you can fall off the road, and here we go. So we've seen, she's in Lucifer, she was in an episode of this, she was in Human Target, right, in the first episode? Very, very cool. Yeah, okay.
It's you. You're okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. Are you?
Oh my.
Are you hurt?
What is that?
Sir.
You know what I really dig about the show?
You gotta help me.
The intros are changing. Like they're just they're just starting off like not normal, like not like the way you expect. A couple times it's done
I
that.
swerved and we crashed, and when I came to, the car was wrecked. My husband was missing.
Did you?
No.
What?
Afraid you'd say that.
I don't get it. What is it?
This song.
What?
It
It
played.
was playing when we crashed.
Hey, Molly, everything's gonna be all right.
Oh my God! It took out the car.
I think you spoke a little too soon, Sammy.
What is it? Is there like an urban legend about like this? Because Dean seemed to know exactly what it was.
Please, you have to listen to me.
Just stay away.
And
It
Monster.
wasn't a coincidence that we found you, all right?
What are you talking about?
We weren't just cruising for chicks when we ran into you, sister. We were already out here. Hunting.
Hunting for what?
Ghosts.
What did you think we just saw? The thing disappeared in front of us.
For her.
You're nuts.
Really? About as nuts as a vanishing guy with his guts spilling out.
Man, dude, there are some
David?
dumb-ass people in these
David?
shows. I guess that's the one thing about the show.
Whoops. Follow the creepy brick road.
I like that. Dean just walks up to it. Funny. What I was gonna say is the thing about this show, right, is that since it's kind of got some horror elements to it. I mean, it's a horror show for the most part. People do some dumb-ass horror movie cliche shit.
Smells like old lady in here.
I would assume it smells worse than that. Yeah, I don't know. If I were them, I'd like sandwich. Oh shit. Wait,
That would explain why.
she hung herself. Oh my God.
Well, now we know why nobody ever saw her again. Why not?
She deserves to be put to rest, Dean.
Come on, Dean. I mean, at least that part of it. The rest, then. Maybe she's the one haunting. Leaving the one girl that the guy's after alone is very dumb. Like, she's always in the background by herself.
So
Like,
if you managed to put Greeley to rest too,
I have to see him again.
Maybe it's something with her. That was a weird saying. I have like losing David. I have to see him again.
I have to.
Yeah, like that's. I don't know. I get what she means. The weird wording of it, though. I feel like there's something about that. What is that? Don't put the gun down. It's an old jukebox. But grab the gun. Don't put the gun down. And he's probably behind you. Cool. The window. Window.
You're never gonna leave.
Oh, Jesus, what the fuck?
Go get Molly.
Oh, so the tree is the grave, right? Dean, what if the bullets went through him?
Call me Dean.
Sammy boy, you got some issues here. It's like
Oh, baby, it's been a long night.
the episode went by really fast. There's no way it could be over. Something else must be a story here.
All right.
Are we gonna tell her about her husband?
Out of here.
I'm not going anywhere until you tell me what happened to my husband. He's dead.
No, Molly. David's alive.
What? You sure?
I'm sure.
What's the twist here?
We'll take you to him. Come on.
There's a twist here. Twist is she's dead. She's a spirit. He's gonna have another family? I must talk with what? She's dead, isn't she?
That's not. Who is that?
That's David's wife.
He looks way older than her. No, like
Sorry, Molly. 15 years ago, you and your husband hit Jonah Greeley with your car.
oh,
David survived.
What are you saying?
We're saying that there isn't just one spirit haunting Highway 41. There are two. Jonah Greeley and you.
For the past 15 years,
But I don't remember any of it.
because you couldn't see the truth, Molly.
So that's why he won't let me off the highway.
because you can't leave.
Because I killed him. I killed us both.
Is he just randomly walking on the highway? Like, what the hell was that about? Why was he
Why
like?
didn't you tell me when you first saw me?
Why was he in the street?
Why wait until now?
You wouldn't have believed us.
Look, if you want to go in there, we're not going to stop you.
Yeah, but you are gonna freak him right out. For life.
It's time. It's time to go.
I guess she wasn't so bad. For a ghost.
Sam is like actually
You think
feelings.
she's really going to a better place?
I hope so.
Well, I guess we'll never know. Not until we take the plunge ourselves, huh?
Doesn't really matter, Dean.
Huh?
Hope's kind of the whole point.
All right, Haley Joel. Let's hit the road.
All this stuff seems like it's taking a toll on Sam, and Dean's just kind of letting it slide, like letting it flow off his back. It never seems like Sam's able to let stuff go as easy. All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was episode number 16, Roadkill. A really solid episode. I'm leaning towards giving it like a 7. I was going with 8, but there was some things that the episode did that lowered it a little bit for me. But overall, I enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed the story that was being told. I enjoyed the mystery. I enjoyed the twists. I enjoyed a lot of what was happening. So, first off, it starts off with driving on the highway. We see a demon thing. We hit it, or we think we hit it. The girl wakes up looking for her husband. Does not find him. Instead, finds this man in the cabin whose guts are spilling out of him, and she runs away. Runs into Sam and Dean. So I mentioned in the reaction portion, I thought it was a really interesting take on the beginning. We've been getting some interesting takes this season on just like different approaches to how we start the episodes, and I don't know, I really like them. I like this one as well, because usually it's like the monster attacks and then it cuts to black or something. Like if it was like a previous episode, it would have just cut like to black, like the supernatural thing right when they crashed, but it didn't. It kept going, and we got a different kind of intro, which I liked. I didn't catch on to the mystery thing until I don't know way later when she was like, I need to see him. I was like, that's weird. It's got to be something with that. I didn't think she was dead, or maybe, I mean, I might have guessed it towards the end, but not as quickly as maybe some of you might have guessed it. So she doesn't see her car. I guess I should have picked it up here. I was like, her car's not there. That's weird. Should have guessed there what was happening. Let's see. So we see the guy in the middle of the street. The ghost kept saying she can't leave. She's mine. So some of the things that essentially make the episode kind of falter a bit. You really start to think about it. They tried to leave. They tried to do all these things, like they were going to go to the cops and all this stuff, and they were trying to get her out of here. They were playing that, right? So that's weird if they knew she was dead, right? Now, the only way that doesn't make sense if they were just playing it up for the ghosts, playing it up for her. You know what I mean? Like, because why would they literally attempt to leave and do all these other things? And then the conversations were like, oh, I don't think he's going to let her leave. Like, it was like they were acting like she was alive. Now, it could have been that they were doing it for her sake, but at the same time, it was a bit odd if you come to think about it, like some of the choices being made when she was actually dead the whole time. But nonetheless, I enjoyed the ride, and if you don't think about it too much, it won't bother you, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't really think about it until once it's over. I was like, wait, you start to question things, and that's the only reason I lowered from an 8 to a 7. It's just because there was some questionable things that, maybe we should have padded the episode. This episode was kind of short, by like at least 3 or 4 minutes. So we could have probably padded the episode a little bit more with a couple of little things. Nuggets of information, maybe. But nonetheless, it didn't bother me too bad. They're acting here. They're doing all their whole thing about what it is, a spirit. I guess that also makes sense why they were so open to tell her. They're usually not that open to telling the spirits about them being about the ghosts, about people about ghosts and stuff. So the fact that they were so open about it, I guess we could have figured it out there. There were a few choices, like I said, throughout the episode that I found weird. And when it came to Dean and Sam and leaving her behind or around, which again could have been purposefully done for the purpose of her getting caught. So then again, that doesn't bother me as much. But what I was talking about was the fact that Sam and Dean will have episodes where they're really smart. They do things really smartly, but then they'll have things, smartly a word. They do things in a certain way, and then there's other episodes where they do really, really dumb things, like a B horror movie, like you know what I mean, like things like leaving her behind and all that stuff. So they do that sometimes, but I guess in this one it kind of did make sense if they were using her as bait. Let's see. They find photos, pictures, they find grave. This conversation about talking, is this when he says, I have to see David again?
Same as always. Get.
No, this is when she was explaining about why is he doing it. He was a good man, the evil spirit, and he gave a kind of like a vague like an explanation, but kind of open ended about some of them just have things that they just turn bad. They get revenge, hate, love, makes them do crazy things. I think it's a really, really good way to think about it. I mean, the wife dying or killing herself, sad, giving an explanation to Ghost about what's happening. Sam kind of like it taking a toll on his mind, him and his feelings, and he just doesn't know what to do. Then there's an argument here. She wants to know about her husband. I thought it was more in line with like her husband being already dead and like things like that. But then I was like, that's weird. If he was already dead, like that wouldn't be that wouldn't be the way. That's what I was thinking in my head. I didn't say it a lot, but I was like, that wouldn't be the way that they would approach that, like the way that they were talking to one another about the husband. So I was thinking maybe the guy was the husband. I was just trying to think of scenarios where it would have made sense. I didn't contemplate her being dead this whole time. Dean and Sam kind of have a small little argument and the torturing, and it's kind of messed up if you think about it, right? Because this guy, essentially, every year, he has this night where he tortures the spirit of the girl that killed him. But again, what were you doing in the middle of the highway? What were you doing in the middle of the street? Like, they didn't explain that. I would love to have known what happened there. Because are we supposed to believe that it was her fault? I mean, she was on a highway in the nighttime, and yeah, she wasn't looking, but for a few seconds, and my man just walked into the highway. So I don't know. I would love to know a little bit more about that. We have the spirit, we have the cutting, good fight, like a little small, decent little fight between Dean and the demon. She won't leave until she finds David. So she could have been left. The only reason she wasn't able to leave was the demon. Like, her spirit could have left. I thought that maybe her spirit was stuck there as well because, this is where she died. But in actuality, I think she could have left because she left here. Here at the end, she was able to leave because the other guy wasn't keeping her. The other demon wasn't keeping her. Her spirit wasn't keeping her there. So, let's see. This explanation kind of left me, oh shit. Like, I thought this was a really, really good ending. Left me jaw dropped, and I was like, oh shit, it was her. And then this whole time she died. It's crazy. I don't know. I thought it was a good ending, and then Sam explaining the reasons and doing the callbacks throughout the episode to the small things that Sam was saying about letting go and vengeance and love and all that stuff, and even the whole thing with her saying she wants to go tell him, and then Sam going, "What would you tell him? You love him? That you miss him? That you're sorry?" He already knows that, and then their whole thing about, you can go in there, we won't stop you, but you're gonna freak the hell out of this guy for the rest of his life. And yeah, and that's the ending. And the conversation about where do they go. She asked a legitimate question about where do they go. Is there an afterlife? Is there hell? Is there heaven? I mean, where do they go? If you burn their bodies, if you kill them, what happens? I don't know. I enjoyed the episode. Like I said, I gave it a 7. There was a few questionable things that I was confused about, that they didn't really give me answers to, and then there was some things that they just left very vague. So that's the reason I'm going with a 7. But yeah, I enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you guys did as well. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction. You can get episodes extra early if you want them. If you don't worry. You can get them when they come here on YouTube. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to talk to you guys later.